Flavor family, what is up? It is Rose, Bobby, Dessi, and Art back at Starbucks. The other week we were at the big new Starbucks Reserve Roastery on Michigan Avenue, and that was fantastic. But what I really wanted to do in that video was review the entire menu. But at that place, they only had like the specialty high-end coffees and specialty food. So I thought we should go to a regular Starbucks, and now we're here on the north side of Chicago, and I want to order pretty much a ton of drinks on the menu and go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because I don't think you guys realize some of the ingredients, some of the sugar, some of the filler they put in these drinks, including your all-time favorites like pumpkin spice latte, eggnog latte, and I want to tell you maybe some healthier alternatives. Then in part 2 of this video, which will come out a few days later, we'll order a bunch of food items and go over the good and the bad and the ugly. So, you guys, before we start, like, subscribe, share. Every single week we're doing like 3 to 4 videos a week, including a live stream on Friday nights, #FridayWithFlav. Super fun, so there's a bell icon below the video. Enable all notifications, because when we go live, you do not want to miss out. All right, you hold Rose.
All right.
I'm going to go order a bunch of drinks, and then we'll start the review. I'll do a chai tea latte with, do you have almond milk?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'll do a matcha green tea latte with regular milk.
And what size for both of those?
Everything will be small, or tall, I should say. I will do a Defense Wellness brewed tea. I'll do a pumpkin spice latte. Okay. You guys have eggnog lattes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do one of those with coconut milk.
Well, we can't do it with anything other than...
Oh, that makes sense, because it's already that mix, right?
Right.
Gotcha. All right, we'll do that. Let's see, how about a peppermint mocha?
Okay.
Do you have the reserve dark chocolate mocha?
No.
Not here? Okay. How about a flat white with almond milk? And how about a cafe latte with coconut milk? And a caramel macchiato. And how does that sound? That sounds good, right, Art? Yeah, that's good. Okay. 10 drinks are here.
Wow.
Here's the receipt, Art. How do we do? I think we got a good amount of stuff. There's so many drinks. Art was just asking me, is that one of everything? If you actually look at the menu online, there's hundreds of drinks you can get. But I think we got some of the fan favorites here.
Wow. How many we get? 10?
10 drinks.
Wow. Exciting.
Yeah, so actually, take the lid off of that one here. I want to start with just like the coffee.
Yeah, let's start with just the coffee.
Yeah, just the black coffee here.
All right, so this is the black coffee.
Yeah, so that's the Pikes Place blend. And then we talked about this briefly the other week in the Starbucks Reserve video. So this bag here is the Pikes Place. And this is a slightly different bag. So this bag is a blend. See where it says right there, Arabica beans? That just means the kind of coffee beans. It doesn't tell you where it's from, whereas this one down here tells you it's from Sumatra. So this is Coffee 101, which I think is pretty important for you guys to know, is that location or origin of the coffee really matters. So we have a
Location,
coffee,
location.
just like real estate, well said. You want to know where your beans come from. So I would only buy, I think she agrees too, coffee beans that are single origin. So these are from Sumatra, you know where they come from. Why does that matter? When you get a blend, it's very often a blend of inferior quality beans. What do I mean by inferior? They can be old beans, moldy beans. They can be green, underripe beans, and they roast them at a very high temperature, and that dark roast masks the flavor of the imperfections. Always buy single origin, whether it's Sumatra, Ethiopian, Costa Rican. That way you know exactly where it comes from. Those are typically better coffee beans. So unfortunately at this location, whoops. Hold on. Clean up on aisle 7. Done. Okay, so obviously, this is probably one of the healthiest things you get on the menu, right? Black coffee has health benefits. There's no added milk to this, which we'll talk about in a minute. There's no added sugars. There's no added carrageenan, natural flavors, sucralose stuff, which you're going to be shocked when we start talking about this, that it has. So,
Can you order the Christmas
you
one?
actually can't even get that here.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, you can't get that here. So some Starbucks might be able to order single origin. This one doesn't have it.
I mean, it smells like Starbucks,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Just like if you get Dunkin' Donuts, it's a blend of coffees. And it's guaranteed it's not the
Nothing
highest
special
quality
about
beans.
it.
Yeah.
Nothing special really about it.
Yeah.
Just have the bitter notes from like the roasting.
Yeah, it's a dark roast.
And not much going on in terms of descriptive words.
Well said. Okay, let's start going to the more interesting drinks. Let's do the pumpkin spice latte. Very timely right now that it's the Christmas and holiday season, so check that out.
Ooh, yummy.
Now what I have to do though is look at all the ingredients on the website before I gotta taste it. So I want to taste it before the flavors actually or the ingredients taint my view of this.
Yeah, enjoy it without knowing what's
Exactly, like most people do. I mean, it's fantastic. It's ignorance is bliss. Well said,
in it.
Art.
I love the smell of cinnamon.
Yeah, it's nice. So this is the small one or the tall one.
Delicious.
It's got great
Wow.
flavor. It's actually not too sweet, but oh my God. 16-ounce serving, there's 50 grams of sugar in this.
can
Now,
taste it.
keep in mind, I wrote this down. A 1 cup, 8-ounce portion of milk has 13 grams of sugar. So there might be a little more than 1 cup in here. So let's just say 15 to 18 grams come from sugar. Big deal, guys. We're talking about 50 grams. So
Wow.
even if you round down to 32, that's 8 teaspoons. Think about this in your head. 8 teaspoons of white sugar in there. That is crazy.
You gotta show that.
Yeah.
at home.
Sometimes I
You
say
gotta
that
buy
and people
white
don't.
sugar, actually,
Yeah, we
to
don't have white
demonstrate.
sugar at home. Sometimes I say that and people don't visualize it. I want to do just a B-roll
Yeah.
of like seeing how much sugar that is. It's mind-blowing. But we look at the ingredients. First ingredient is actually milk. It's not coffee, which makes sense. It's a latte. But the pumpkin spice sauce that they pump in here, right? They're not like scooping fresh pumpkins and
Right,
like
no.
milling it back there. It's sugar is the number one ingredient. Skim milk, pumpkin puree, so it has real pumpkin in there. Natural flavors, aka artificial flavors. Potassium sorbate, which is a nasty preservative. Then it's espresso. The whipped cream. Here's the problem. Anytime they use whipped cream or cream in Starbucks, here are the ingredients. Carrageenan. Brutal, you guys. So
Seriously?
I don't understand why such a mainstream place like this is using carrageenan. Carrageenan is an emulsifier that comes from seafood, but it's a known inflammatory and can really mess up your gut and your intestines if you have sensitive tummy or GI issues. It's crazy. They put carrageenan and mono and diglycerides, which is a preservative based from trans fat, which means there's trans fat residual, small amounts in here, but that's crazy that the cream has that, you guys. Then there's vanilla syrup on top of that has natural flavors. And then it's actually finished with real cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg and cloves. A 16-ounce latte has 380 calories. So calorie bomb, sugar bomb, and nasty ingredient bomb. So this is not something I would drink. But here's what I would do, okay? And I know not many people are going to do that. Where's the black coffee, babe?
It's right here.
So open that up, please. If you want a pumpkin spice latte, I would reach into my grab bag here.
Ooh, experiment.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Just travel. It's not that big of a deal, right? So how do I get the sweetness in there? Well, the sweetness is going to come in the form of stevia. So can you put 3 drops of stevia in there? And then how do I get the pumpkin spices? Well, you could travel with a pumpkin spice shaker, or like Dessi's Walter White here in Starbucks. All right, come over here. I'll grab cinnamon, nutmeg, chocolate, and vanilla. See, they pretty much do it for you here.
Wow, they got all the ingredients.
Exactly. This is pumpkin spice, but they're just missing ginger, maybe. So a little bit of
Okay.
cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla. I doubt this is pure vanilla powder.
This
but
is vanilla natural flavor,
something
bro.
like that. It's okay. And then that, and then
What about the milk, though?
yeah. So you take a little bit of.
Milk.
You get
okay.
milk. Don't get this. This is half and half here. Problem with half and half is that it's going to have some of that cream in there, which has carrageenan. Ask them for some whole milk. You don't worry about that.
But might as well pour it so we can make our
I'm going to ask them for some milk instead.
But, okay, so, well, this one is a cup of brewed coffee. If you want to make the latte, you want to do a cup of milk plus 2 shots of coffee. I don't know, Bobby's experiment, if that's going to work.
All right, they're busy. I don't want to bother them. But you guys get the gist. Ask for milk. Or to be honest, this is
okay.
still better than...
Yeah, but
Pour half in here.
technically you have to use shots of coffee, not this brewed coffee.
That's okay. Why? Oh, because you're
That's
making...
how you make the latte.
Yeah, you get an espresso shot.
All right.
Only fill it up halfway. I'll go a little more. Okay. And you got to use a bigger cup because you'll see in a minute. How does this work? You see, I use this stuff very frequently. So you do that, and then this is a coffee frother, right? Stick the frother in there, put it straight down.
Hold on.
And you don't want to do this with a full cup, otherwise it overflows. But blend it up. You get the sweetness from the stevia, the flavor from the spices.
I think we should have maybe put the spices after we pour the milk.
Is that right? They're not gonna...
Because they're all in here now.
Oh. Dessi wants more spices. Hold on. We got
Well, we gotta do the spices.
junior baristas in training here. That's good enough. So look, hello. Look at that. We just made our own latte here. No, Dessi's not happy. Dessi wants to garnish more.
Cinnamon, vanilla.
Baristas are going to get angry at us now. Like,
Vanilla.
what are these guys doing here?
Not chocolate. Okay. Then just
A little more sweetness.
We weren't prepared for this experiment, guys.
Well, I was. You
We would
weren't.
have made it right.
Well, no, I prepared for it, which means it was wrong. If she would have known about it, then... Oh, yeah. Thanks. Sorry about that.
All right.
So, throwing everyone off here.
Perfect. All right. Time to try this.
Let me see the texture. It looks amazing,
Oh my God.
right? Not
Perfect.
Try it now. So is it that hard to bring your own bottle of stevia?
Tastes so much cleaner.
Right?
Yeah, you don't get that nasty, emulsifier.
It's delicious.
So much
It's
cleaner.
actually better than this, you guys. And the stevia is perfect.
Yeah.
This is a $12 frother from Amazon. I'll put the link down below. This one I got from Trader Joe's. You can carry this around all the time. This is amazing. This is better than that.
it is.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
All right, so there. We're done with the pumpkin
All
spice
right, we're
latte.
teaching Starbucks how to make their coffee.
We're going to their
Lattes.
home and we're saying you guys suck.
They're doing
and
it
This is
wrong.
how you do it. Who does this kind of stuff? This guy and this girl. Okay, next drink.
All right.
Let's do green tea latte.
Green tea latte.
Yeah, so pop the top on that.
Whoa, it's green, y'all.
Show art.
It's really green. It's like a matcha. Is it a matcha or?
It is matcha. It's a matcha green tea
It's a
latte.
matcha,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, matcha green tea latte. We have it here on the website. Here's the cool thing about green tea, matcha green tea. It's way better for you than loose leaf green tea because it's the whole tea leaf ground into a powder. So it has a ton more nutrients, including antioxidants. Really, really good stuff. But on its own, it's a little earthy and almost like bitter. I actually don't love it. But the reason why this one is going to taste better is they put 32 grams of sugar here. But some of that's from milk. So the ingredients are milk and the matcha green tea blend, which is sugar and green tea. So let's try it. So you're going to
It's
drink
a little
this.
too strong for me. The matcha is a little too strong
It's a
for
very
me.
strong flavor.
I can smell it before I'm drinking it.
But it's going to be more palatable because of the sugar.
It's a little chalky from the
Yeah.
matcha.
Yeah, but here's the problem, you guys.
But it's very sweet.
Yeah, it's 32
Very
grams of sugar here. Some of that is from the milk. I'm going to say half of it's from the milk. So there's another 16 to 17 grams of sugar here. Once again, there's 4 grams of sugar in a teaspoon. So we're talking about 4 additional teaspoons of sugar here. You're going to nullify the effects of the green tea when you add that much sugar. So there's really no point of getting this because the green tea benefits are gone. So I would just get matcha tea here with milk with no sugar. But the problem is the green tea mixture already has the sugar in it based upon the website. See right here? It says matcha tea blend is sugar and then green tea. So there's more sugar than actual green tea here. So this is a bummer. And it still has that raw, very strong flavor.
Yeah.
All right, I want to go to peppermint. Here we go.
Ooh,
Peppermint Mocha here.
Never had that before. Back in college, I would order a mocha every time after lunch from Starbucks. That was my treat.
And you also ate
With whole milk.
You also ate Steak and Shake in college.
And Steak and Shake, yeah.
The times have changed.
The good life.
Okay, I found it here on the website. It looks prettier on the website. What do you guys think? Okay, ingredients here. First of all, a 16-ounce portion of this has 440 calories, which is pretty much the same amount of calories as my post-workout smoothie that has like coconut cream, almond milk, bananas and stuff like that. There's 54 grams of sugar in here. We're going to say 18 of those come from milk. So we're talking about, what, 36 grams of sugar? 36 grams of sugar is almost 10 teaspoons. The mocha sauce. Let's go to the ingredients. Milk, mocha sauce, made of water, sugar, cocoa, natural flavor. Pretty standard, right? Then espresso. Then there's peppermint syrup, which
Peppermint syrup is the killer.
well, it's natural flavors and sodium benzoate, which is a nasty preservative, so that's kind of a bummer. You can literally just put peppermint extract in there, it'd be fine. The real kicker is the whipped cream. Whipped cream, once again, has mono and diglycerides and carrageenan. Bad news. Then there's vanilla syrup. So there's peppermint syrup, vanilla syrup, which is more natural flavors, more sorbets. And then a little bit of cocoa butter, which isn't bad, but
That's unfortunate.
I mean, you guys, it'd be really easy to make this cleaner. Unfortunately, I don't have a DIY hack here right now, but
Wow. Actually, it tastes really good. Of course.
it's awesome.
It's all about the flavor, all those natural flavors. They want to, entice your tongue
Right.
and taste buds, and
Yeah.
you're gonna keep drinking it for sure. I mean, you taste the chocolate, taste the mint if you like mint chocolate, which I don't, and I like this.
Right.
they've done a good job of
They do a good job because they're using,
figuring those natural
they're using
flavors.
things we all love, sugar, and they're using natural flavors. Natural flavors are designed by scientists in a laboratory to bring out the best notes of whatever they're using here, and in this case maybe peppermint or vanilla, and make it excite your taste buds in your brain.
Yep.
So when you combine that flavor hacking with sugar, of course you're going to drink that. But next thing you know, you just drink 440 calories, and you're wondering why you're gaining weight because you're just drinking coffee and you're eating healthy foods. No, this is a liquid meal here, you guys. This is crazy. What's cool about the alternative milks here at Starbucks is I just asked the barista to show me the box. They no longer outsource it. It doesn't come from a brand like Pacific. They have it made just for them. And the almond milk and the coconut milk had no carrageenan.
Wow.
It did have a little added sugar, which was a bummer. But a lot of times when you get barista blend stuff, they're loaded with carrageenan and oils, which be careful. If your stomach tends to hurt after you eat a latte, oat milk latte or almond milk latte, ask them to read the ingredients on the back of the box. If it has carrageenan or a lot of emulsifiers like sunflower oil, gellan gum, you can be sensitive to that in your tummy. This has the standard emulsifiers for almond milk, but it didn't have carrageenan, which I was very excited to see.
All right, so this is just a coconut milk latte.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try. I mean, there's no sugar in there, so it's fine.
There's a little bit of sugar from the coconut milk. And once again, if you want to spice it up or sweeten it, a little bit of agave nectar, a little bit of the cinnamon there, and you're good to go.
Nothing special. I mean, it's kind of watery, actually.
Oh, that might be from the coconut milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, something really to keep in mind also that when you're going to get a regular latte here or any kind of coffee with milk, the milk they're using at Starbucks is conventional GMO milk.
Is it?
Yeah, which is, there's a lot of petitions out there to change that. They think Starbucks should be at least using non-GMO milk, if not organic. And the problem with that is that it's conventional milk, or what we call Monsanto milk. It's from cows that eat a strict diet of GMO soy and corn, and a lot of people believe that GMO affect the milk and affect the meat. We believe that. So it'd be nice if something like a Starbucks would at least get GMO-free milk, which is kind of crazy to me. I should have asked them what kind of milk they use at the Reserve Roastery when we were there the other week. But I find that very, very disappointing that they don't offer organic or non-GMO milk. So just keep that in mind.
What's next, babe?
All right, let's turn to teas, right? An actual tea that's good for you. This is called their Defense tea, so check it out.
All right.
And it's supposed to be good for your immune system because it has stuff with vitamin C in there and white tea. It's called the Defense Wellness Brewed Tea. So this is actually something I would get here because it's similar to Dessi and I have a recipe for immune system boosting tea. I'll put the link down below. In the winter, you can drink it every day. It has ginger and turmeric and honey and lemon and cayenne. It is guaranteed to keep you healthy. This is their version. It's not quite as good for you, but it's got a nice flavor. And the ingredients are really nice. So it's, it's candied pineapple pieces, which I don't like the fact they're adding sugar there, but it's just a little bit. Orange peels, white tea, a little bit of natural flavor, which is a bummer. Cardamom, basil, rose hips. So it actually only has 2 grams of sugar. Comes from the candying. But anytime you get a flavored tea, read the ingredients. It's always going to have natural flavors, which is a total bummer. Once again, you see natural flavors, that's artificial flavors. So this is still one of the better tea options you can get here, but I would check out our immune system boosting tea. It's going to be way better.
It's unfortunate there's natural flavors. Can they just have a clean blend?
Well, there's a ton of great things in here, like hibiscus, cinnamon, ginger. Rely on that. Anytime a product is using natural flavors, it's a crutch. They're saying, hey, it's not good enough.
It's not good
we
enough.
got to boost it. It's total BS, you guys. I hate that. Okay. If you are a decaf coffee drinker, I would be very careful here at Starbucks because anytime you see something that says decaffeinated here, there's 2 ways they get caffeine out of beans, okay? There's what's called the Swiss water method. That's where they actually pass water through the beans, and it takes a while, but all the caffeine comes out. Or there's another kind where they use chemicals. And unfortunately, to my dismay, I found out that Starbucks was using the chemical kind. I couldn't believe it. They say all the chemical leaves the beans, but do you really want to drink coffee from a bean that is chemically treated? It's with, what's it called? Methylene chloride.
Wow.
And they say it washes all away afterwards. Homie, don't buy that, and I just don't understand why they don't use the Swiss method. It must be longer and cost more money.
Oh, of course.
But total bummer. So I actually would not drink the decaf coffee here at Starbucks. That's kind of upsetting. All right, so this is a classic chai tea latte here, but I got it with the almond milk.
That's what you used to get
This
back
used
in
to
the
be,
day.
yeah, this used to be my go-to drink here. This one's with almond milk, but what was my milk back in the day, right?
Well, back in the day, we're talking 10 years ago when we first met, you were drinking this with soy milk.
So I didn't know about that back then.
Soy milk was like your go-to.
Yeah, well, back in the day, that was like the only alternative milk.
Right.
So, you know,
There was no other alternative.
that was back before oat milk and pea milk and hemp milk, right? Okay, so this is milk, water, and a chai tea concentrate. So the chai tea concentrate is water, black tea, cardamom, black pepper, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, natural flavors, and star anise. All in all, not bad. I love that flavor combination there. Then we have sugar, we have honey, ginger juice, natural flavors, flavors with a U, so it's fancy natural flavors, like European, and vanilla. So the key thing to look at here is sugar. How much sugar is going to be in here? A 16-ounce chai tea latte is 42 grams of sugar, but let's just say once again, 18 comes from the milk, right? So we're talking about 34 grams of, I'm sorry, we're talking about 24.
But that's almond milk, babe. Not much sugar in there.
Yeah, so I'm going to subtract that out. Exactly, you're right. So I'm going to say without the milk, this has 24 grams of sugar, which is better than the other ones, right? But that still is 6 teaspoons of added sugar. That's something we don't want you to ever have, right, young lady? So the thing is, it's got a great flavor. Right? Try that, babe. Sometimes I actually found you can ask them for the less sweet version. So I'm not sure how much less sugar that has. Maybe I'll find out.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's just very sweet.
Dessi and I are very sensitive to sugar, but how do they get the chai tea in there? It's a pump syrup. So they go bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
They do it 4 times there. So it's a 4-pump chai latte. It's not as high in sugar as the other ones, but just keep that in mind here. I always love how they call it a chai tea latte. It's basically called a tea latte because chai means tea, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, they refer to the chai spices.
Probably. Probably. Okay, so here's a safe drink here. This is a flat white. A flat white is just milk and coffee once again. And if you want your flavors, add the stevia, add the cinnamon. I'm not exactly sure what.
Flat white.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure exactly what the barista version of that is, right? But I'll blend that up. So flat white is just milk and coffee. That's what Larry David says in Curb. Oh my God, milk and coffee. See, that's great. Try that. So got a little bit of that stevia, which is a 0 glycemic sweetener and 100% natural. Makes it delicious.
That's great. Yeah.
So let me just look that up. Flat white. Dude, that is so good. To me, that's better than anything else.
Here, and it's just a little bit of milk. It's delicious.
It's delicious. It's delicious. Flat white. Wow, it looks amazing. Look how beautiful that picture is on the website. That's gorgeous. I want that. So all it is milk and espresso, right? So perfectly sane food, as Kramer would say. That's awesome. So here's the deal. Once you start going to the fancier pumpkin spice lattes and eggnog lattes, you're not really tasting too much coffee. With this, you're actually tasting the coffee. And I almost think like those are for drinks that people don't like coffee per se, because it's more about the sweetener and the sugar, you know.
Those other drinks are literally dessert, liquid dessert.
It is. That is actually a coffee drink. That and the regular coffee here, that's where it's at. Like, I love the flavor of coffee. So I actually want to taste it. I want to taste milk and sweetener and stuff like that. All right, we have 2 more drinks left. And then I think for part 2 of this video, we're going to do the food, because this video is getting very long. We're going to split this video into 2. It was originally going to be 1, but we don't want to be here for filming for that long. So this here is the Eggnog Latte. Check that out.
Oh, wow.
And
this creamy and dreamy.
This is a caramel macchiato. So caramel macchiato, Eggnog Latte. I'm scared for the Eggnog Latte. Let me pull this up here.
Eggnog, wow, that's gonna be loaded.
Okay, so a 16-ounce Eggnog Latte has 450 calories, basically a smoothie. 52 grams of sugar. Once again, 18 of that's coming from the milk. So we'll just say 34 grams of sugar.
Oh my God. 10 teaspoons?
Yeah. Oh, they won't even tell you what's in the eggnog. It just says eggnog, varies by region. milk, espresso, nutmeg. Well, here's the deal. I've actually been looking at eggnogs in the grocery store because people have been asking me on the Flav City Instagram, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over there. Not only do I post every day, but I do stories of what we make in the kitchen every night. It's really fun. But I can't find a clean eggnog. All of them either have natural flavors, nasty like carrageenan, or way too much sugar. And I'm actually going to give them leeway on the sugar because it's eggnog. But I think Strauss Farms is one of the few. But I looked at even like Organic Valley and it had like natural flavors in there. So eggnog is literally like eggs, milk, sugar, vanilla. That's it. But they're adding natural flavors. So if you know of a clean eggnog, please leave a recipe down below. And I don't care if it has sugar. I just don't want to see natural flavors and other crud in there. So this is the Mystery Eggnog Latte, which I know what it has in there, but whoa. Try that. It's so
liquid,
sweet. I can't even taste coffee.
Liquid dessert.
Yeah. And
Oh wow.
to me, that's disgusting. That's cloyingly sweet. And guys,
It's sweet. It's too much flavor in there.
and oftentimes I'll say a drink like this is liquid diabetes. And when I go to the grocery store, guys, careful, that's liquid diabetes. And some people get mad who have type 1 diabetes. Because I never am making fun of anyone. And I'm not talking about type 1 diabetes, the one you're born with. I'm talking about type 2 diabetes. And the fact that it's becoming a chronic problem. And doctors predict by the year 2050, 1 out of 3 people will have diabetes. Why? It's stuff that is so high in sugar, like this stuff. You go to the grocery store, everything has sugar. It also has corn and soy, and we have to really limit the amount of sugars going in our body. And when you're drinking 34 grams of sugar, that's an insane amount. The average person eats about 19 teaspoons of sugar per day. Right here, 34 is 8 of them. So you want half your amount of like sugar for the day, which is still is too high coming from a drink? No. So that's why I say we gotta be cognizant of this stuff because that is liquid diabetes. So, okay, we pretty much hit every drink here. The gist is, what up?
Did we try the macchiato?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
The macchiato?
Sorry. Caramel macchiato. Let me pull that up on the thing here. Rose, you're being really good, by the way.
She's doing really good.
Right? Starbucks is like her place at the Reserve Roastery. She was a good girl. You're so good, right? So caramel macchiato looks beautiful on the website here. And it has less calories and has less sugar than the eggnog, which is great. It has 33 grams of sugar. We'll say once again, 18 of that is coming from the milk. So we'll just say it's about 15 grams of sugar, which isn't too bad. The problem is that the vanilla syrup has natural flavors and potassium sorbate. Potassium sorbate is usually something you'd see in deli meat, cheap deli meat at the grocery store, and too many sorbates in your body are actually really bad. Caramel sauce has sugar and corn syrup, so GMO corn syrup, excessive sugar, and the heavy cream has monodiglycerides, so it is a little less in sugar, which is nice.
Caramel macchiato is a very favorite drink, I believe, for Starbucks.
Yeah, that's why I got it. I can't even taste the coffee, though, to be honest. I like it better than the eggnog latte.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's tasty,
Yeah,
but
for sure. So the gist of this video is that I just want you to know what's in the coffee that you're drinking every day. And yes, coffee by itself is good, but only when you're getting the black coffee or the flat white or cappuccino or stuff where it's just milk and coffee. But even then, the milk they're using here is not the highest quality. And if you watched our milk review from a couple weeks ago, you really want to get organic or non-GMO milk or grass-fed, but they don't have that here. But I would stick with your favorite drinks that are coffee-based. Add your flavorings, right, Rose? See, Rose is like, you don't want that. Add your flavoring of choice. Mix it up. I know it's weird, but hey, do you want to be weird and do this yourself or consume all those sugars, natural flavors, sorbates, and preservatives and stuff like that? I wouldn't want to. And just keep in mind, decaf coffee is not something I get here. They do have single origin coffee, so always look for the single origin. It's a slightly more expensive, but still, it's not that bad at all. If you want to learn about whole bean versus ground versus cold coffees, watch our coffee review video from a few weeks ago. We got everything covered for you guys. So we're gonna polish off these drinks, and then we're gonna order a bunch of food. So after you're done with this video, part 2 of the video, if it's out yet, go watch it. We're gonna order all of these items here of food here. I got a ton of stuff here, and there are some good options for food, but there's a lot of bad ones too. So, so that is it, right? Great review here. If you want us to go to another drink shop or fast casual place like a Chipotle or wherever, just let us know. Leave a comment down below. But Dessi, Rose, Me and Art will see you very soon. Until then, hashtag keep on cooking. Mad love and peace. I'm sticking with the coffee. It's stevia with the cinnamon and stuff. That's the way to do it, Rosie. That's the way to do it, you cute little thing.
I can tell you what Rose thought of this. I had a poop while you were talking about it.
That's what Rose thinks of the eggnog latte, y'all.